We got the geese out. I think I hear fish jumping. Flies already buzzing. I love this. I am out of propane. I knew that was going to happen. I just kept putting it off and putting it off. That's my least favorite task to do. So where I'm staying though, there's a communal kitchen. I'm assuming there's a stove or something. So I'm going to go see if I can make some coffee. And I think I need to bring in some fall clothes already. It's chilly and I don't have anything warm to wear. Oh, I love the fog over the water. See the fog moving? Oh, I thought we were out of luck. Hidden in the corner. It's an electric stove, so I think we're gonna be here for a minute. Got coffee. At a HipCamp and they have a gift shop. They also make pottery on the premise. I also didn't have any coffee mugs in my van, so it's a good thing I bought this. It's so quiet and peaceful. It is a chilly, chilly morning. I'm waiting for the sun to hit the van, which it's so close. But I think by the time it does, I'm probably going to be heading out. The plan for today is to relocate to a different HipCamp. That's not too far. I think it's just like 30 minutes away. I also need to do some chores. Primarily get propane. That's really the only thing I need to do. I just have like a mental block when I have to get propane. I've just encountered too many places that seem so confused about how to fill it because it's on the van, but it's the same. It's the same as if like a tank that's not on the van. More often than not, it seems to be kind of like an issue that we need to work through to get it. Every now and then when I get somebody who's just like cool and hooks it up and fills it, it is just such a relief. I'm gonna get cleaned up. I gotta make the bed, organize in here a little bit, keep it calm, and we're gonna hit the road. The new HipCamp's in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, so it's really not far from Tamaqua, where I am now. Looks like a pretty nice spot. Supposedly amazing views all around. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. I'm gonna get cleaned up. See you soon. Cannot put it off any longer. Time to get the propane. You get some speed, we gotta go up a steep hill. Yeah. Right, I lied. Before propane, we are driving by my grandma's old house. That HipCamp I'm leaving is literally 4 minutes away from so many childhood memories. Alright, turning on the street. There it is. I think I'm casing the joint. Oh, I'd love to go in and see it. Would it be weird if I asked if I can go in their attic? Just filled with totally cool vintage furniture and all kinds of stuff. Her yard, it was just the coolest. It was just the coolest. You had a pond and like this creek and I don't know, did I make a wrong turn? No, let's just slowly catch up. This is an old mining town. My grandfather actually used to work in the mines, and there's a coal mine museum here that you're able to go under and down into, and that was really cool. People are weirdly aggressive drivers. Very weavy and just tailgatey, and I'm going 10 miles over the speed limit. It's not like I'm creeping along. Seriously, I am just trying to keep up with traffic. It is a 45 mile per hour speed limit. I'm going 60, and I'm feeling so much pressure to go faster. No, out of propane. Oh my god, out of propane. This is the worst news. There's just always something with propane, and this is why I stall so long to get it. There's been times where I had to drive from 3 or 4 different locations just to find someone who had it or had someone on hand who is certified to actually fill it. It's just literally always something, and that's why I'm not having propane on my new van. Well, that and a couple other reasons, but I'm still gonna go in. I need to get a couple things. I thought they would have more campfire stuff. I got some wood for later, for a little fire pit. I needed fire starter. I don't know, maybe it's too late in the season, but no, it should be now. Yeah, I was kind of surprised with all the other outdoor stuff they have. So let's check out Walmart. They should have it. Without propane, I can't cook, but I have this electric kettle that I can quickly heat up water, and I have like a little ramen pack. So that will be lunch. I have leftovers from last night I could throw in the microwave, and we will be having s'mores. What else do I need? This is also a French press. I don't have any coarse grind coffee though to use for a French press. Might find a coffee shop that could grind some up for me real quick. I should at least be set until I can find some propane. I just saw these for the first time like last week, and I had one already and it was really good. Like, I don't normally like packaged ramen, but I thought it was really good. 13 grams of protein, that seems pretty good for some noodles. Nice little hangout day in the Walmart parking lot. The view is relatively nice, kind of up high. We're off to a coffee shop to get some coffee ground for the morning. and then we can head off to camp. Walmart has switchbacks. We were up so high. I forget what state it was, but there was this one Walmart that just had these epic views. So much stuff in here. No, I could have got one from a local coffee shop. This place is so cute. They have so much stuff. It's like a little market thing, store, like restaurant, coffee shop, I don't know, just a lot of stuff going on. Did not expect it. It's really cool, but I got so distracted that I almost left without the coffee that I came for. I just think about how many places that I like that I never would have seen if I wasn't bopping around in my van. Road trips. Great. Doesn't look steep, but it's long and up, and I have no momentum. Bumpy. It's been quite a fun road to drive though. My van's handling it quite well, considering it's just up, up, up. Handling it better than my ears. They keep popping. Leaving me in the dust. Shit, look at this view. That's pretty cool. This is me here. I wish I picked this one. Site number 1. This campground's called the 100 Mile Campground. 100 Mile Camping. See why. See for 100 miles. That's it. I love it. I added on to include the firewood, and they also give you a 5-gallon jug of water to put your fire out. The spaces aren't that private. Like here's one right here, and I could see like the other 3, but I just booked this place this morning, and when I was picking out my site, I picked site 4 because I saw that sites 1 through 3 and 5 through 7 were still available. So I figured if I pick right in the middle, most likely I won't have neighbors. And from the looks of it, I feel like I'm the only one here. And they have a ton of sites. Like there's way more on the other side. And they have a little wine tasting on the weekends. This is definitely not roughing it at all. I really like this place. But I gotta be honest, when I was coming in, there was a couple sitting in a car that was broken down, like kind of right outside the gate. And it wasn't that, the car wasn't just broken down, it was like taken apart. So it's clearly been there for quite a while. And I just found it weird that people would be sitting in it because, I mean, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And like, you know, if you're broken down and you're waiting for someone to come help you, that makes sense. But if it's taken apart and just there, like, why are you hanging out in it? I don't know. So that made me feel a little weird. I don't know. Like, why are they hanging around? I guess they do have a gate, but it's like a gate you can just walk over. Wait. Like, why is this guy? I don't know. I think he's from another campsite, but he's...
Hello there, my name is Jake.
Hi! I'm such a dummy. I feel bad. I was kind of freaked out. I'm like, who's this guy that's about to walk through my campsite? But he owns the place and was just coming to make sure I have everything I need. I think I'm just used to camping, you know, in isolation, that it's weird when I actually see people. Same like yesterday, the other HipCamp came up to my van in the morning to make sure I was good because he was heading out, and it's kind of weird. Like, I'm just not used to people and coming into my space. It's their space that I'm in, but just catches me off guard sometimes. Even though I can't cook, I am more than set for food. I ate my lunch, mentioned I had my leftovers for dinner, got my coffee for breakfast. I did get another one because like I got one from Walmart and then a local business is selling them. Kind of felt bad supporting Walmart and not the local business. And having two is a good idea. Brian will need one. Also, the coffee shop, they had all these like snacks that are vegan. Like a lot that I've never seen before. Anyways, I obviously don't need them all for the next couple days, but there are some I wanted to try. I don't have any outdoor kitchen, like cooking, campfire, camping, cooking gear that you would use over a campfire because, you know, I always have my kitchen with me. I think a real camper would have that on them, but I'm this kind of camper. I like my creature comforts. It might be nap time. I was looking on all trails to see if there was any trails nearby, and there were two that I thought about checking out, but I am super tired. I did not sleep well last night, not because I was uncomfortable and it was nice and peaceful, but I made the mistake of binging Hannibal, the 3 seasons of Hannibal. I didn't binge them all last night, but I just finished. It's the show, the series from like 10 years ago. So I'm not afraid of the things that a lot of people think I'm afraid of. I was more afraid that the red dragon was gonna find me and someone was gonna come eat my leg off. Neither happened. I'm stuck in my van right now. I was just about to go outside and start a fire, but there's a bunny that's eating right next to the fire, like practically in my chair. I don't want to disturb them and ruin their dinner, so I gotta wait till they move on. Right by my chair, right under between the legs. Does anyone know how long it takes for a bunny to get full? Because it's been going on for a little while. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna make my very first campfire that I did all by myself. I Googled, I watched the YouTubes. I know a lot about firewood now. I know all about different methods. I know how to lay the wood if you're just doing a campfire, if you want a slow burn, if you want a faster burn, if you're gonna cook on it, versus if you're low on wood. I had no idea. I thought you just put it in a pile in a certain way, and that applied to all fires. So we're gonna give this a shot. I mean, I feel kind of silly for like building it up as this big thing in my head, because I think I literally just stack the wood. I'm doing cabin style, which is like 2 this way and then 2 perpendicular. That's a slower burn apparently, and I just light this thing, put it in between them all, and that's it, right? How hard can it be? There's gotta be more to it, because I swear I've seen people struggle to get a fire going. So I kind of feel like I'm cheating also. Like, this seems easy. I'm not out there collecting little sticks and stuff. I don't know if I can. Like, there's not really any just laying around. I think I don't know. And then I had firewood delivered to me. He said it's like some kind of wood that like burns really easily or lights really easily. So I don't know if I can really take credit for it, but I will be able to check this off my list as something I officially know how to do. It said non-toxic. Thought that was a good sign. And so I assume the others were very toxic. Now we gotta take some more inventory. We got the grams, marshmallows, chocolate. What else do I need? Aside from that bunny to go away. these would be longer. I guess I'll use a couple. I don't think I have them in the right place. Ooh, this one's doing something. The other one is just, I don't know. Oh, that one piece of wood's catching on fire. Wood is on fire. I think it's official. I made a campfire. Well, at least I started one. We'll see how it plays out. This and 100-mile view. I just found out there's supposed to be a meteor shower tonight, which is so cool with this view. I can't wait. I need to try something. I don't even want it, but I need to see if it'll work. Maybe it's already a thing. I don't know. I saw someone else do it with like croissants, the ones in the tube. I was like, well, if croissants work, then maybe a cinnamon roll will. Oops, it's not how I wanted to wrap it. I don't know. I wish I could take bets if we think it'll work. 50-50 chance. I'm leaning towards it ending up being a big mess and not being able to get off the stick, but won't know till we find out. The sky is looking awesome. Cool truck camper over there. It's getting there, actually. Might actually work. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it though. Been holding it for a while. I don't know, this might be a success. I kind of spaced out and started holding it too long right there, but I think if I did not space out, I don't know. Let's try it out. How to get it off? That's a good question. You just unwrap it. We need a little frosting. Did it work? I'd say so. Would I do it again? Doubtful. But it was fun. It's such a small thing, but I love that I made my own campfire finally. This is a really fun night. Supposedly the moon might be too bright for the meteor shower, but I think I'm gonna try and pop out later. I'm just gonna hang out here until my fire dies, head in for a bit, and then maybe come back out and see if I could see some shooting stars. Whoa, the moon back there. Silly iPhones can't capture it, but it is the coolest. It's like blazing red. You just see like the top half of it. It's just so cool. I wish I had my real camera with me. That would be a killer photo. Always keep your camera with you. I know better. Hopefully wherever you are seeing this because it's epic. The funny thing about being on the road is that I wake up and it takes me a minute to remember where I'm at. That was a good night's sleep. That's the kind of sleep I'm used to in the van. Yes. The night before was super quiet, but it was silent. And I don't know if that played a role in like why I couldn't sleep as well, because I thought I kept hearing like the occasional little noise. But here, there's just so many cicadas and crickets and just so many nature sounds as I was falling asleep, and they were so loud that, I don't know, I feel like that just kind of, that's why I drifted off to sleep. I don't know, I really like hearing all that. The moonrise last night was so beautiful. It was probably one of the best ones I've seen. So I hope y'all caught it too. It was just so huge, and you could just slowly see it creeping. By the time it got all the way up, it was a lot more white. I didn't bother coming out to look for meteors because it was pretty bright. And so I read the visibility for those really wasn't great. I see another bunny off in the distance. I better get outside before he takes my spot. Also not nearly as cold as it was yesterday morning. I think because I'm in the sun. I was in the shade till almost 11 a.m. and I think that's a big reason why it was so cold. Oh, I didn't wash it. Always wash your dishes right away. Especially because you don't have a million on hand, so I can't just like use another pot. Oh, there's a bunny right now. Shit. Oh man. Why? There's so many of those plants everywhere. Sorry, today I gotta go out. I gotta enjoy my morning outside. I don't need to sit by the fire this morning, so maybe he can stay there. And I think something just flew into my van. So pretty. Finally catching on to bring in my chair canopy because it's always so wet from all the dew. I would just leave it out because I didn't want to take apart the chair every time or bring the whole chair in. Realized I could just take this part off. Let's go look at our morning view. This little thing's coming in handy. It does require a power source, which might take away from the benefit for some people, but yeah, if you have a recyclable battery and plenty of outlets like I do, then it's good to have on hand. There's a trailhead about a mile down the road, from what the camp host said, and seems like a really good trail. And probably hit the trail this morning. It sounds really steep, which I feel really out of shape these days, which I don't like. But also, like every review on all trails says to watch out for the snakes, and I don't know what that means. Does it mean like they'll be on the trail or like jump out at you? Like I'll startle them because they'll be right by the trail? Or is it, I don't know. I don't like reading that. I know I need to be aware, but when you read it in every review, it makes me feel like they're just everywhere. And yes, it's nature, and that's what happens. It just seemed like there were so many warnings about it. This is breakfast. Is it the most nutritious breakfast? Probably not, but that's what we're working with. I'm all packed up. I'm gonna swing by the trailhead and check out what the parking situation's like. And if I can park, I'm gonna check out the trail. I definitely should have gotten an earlier start, but what can I say? I love my slow mornings. I really liked it. I would definitely come back here. Yeah. AC feels good. It's really nice outside. The air isn't super hot. There's a nice breeze, but the van was heating up. So I'm welcoming the AC for a little bit. I just realized I did something that I don't normally do, and that is I pulled into my camp spot instead of backing in, because if I need to make a getaway for some reason, I would have to reverse, and you know, that's obviously not a quick getaway. At the time, I was focused on having my side door open to the view. I probably would have been a little more aware and alert to what I was doing if this were boondocking, but since I'm kind of in a patrolled area and there's, you know, it's a campground, I think I let my guard down a little, but generally back in. It's a big bee wasp thing on my windshield. I need to hop off before I get some speed. Go away. The camp host said that they're testing out the wine. They're trying to get camper feedback and see how the wine tastings do, and then they were gonna put in a winery, not a vineyard, but a winery, I guess. All right, my van, there's these big bees. Oh my God. I don't know, I wanna go. Even though they're on the outside, they keep kind of like swarming my van, and it's kind of freaking me out. I don't know what they are. Are they hornets? But they keep, like, not swarming, but there's a few that keep flying around and hanging onto my van, and it's kind of freaking me out. Like, why would they do that? Like, did they build a nest and now I'm taking it away from them? Why are they so interested in my van? All right, there's actually good parking here. The pull-offs are nice and big, and it's a Monday, so I don't see any other cars. However, I saw a few trailheads. Is that fucking bee back? Sorry. I'm gonna check out all trails again and see if there's one better than the other. It's weird because all trails, the reviews were like, it's super steep, snakes everywhere. But then the Google reviews are like, nice, flat, easy walk. So that's a big difference. So I don't know which is which. I would like something in between those. Oh, yeah, a tiny little waterfall. It's funny, I saw the picture of this, and whoever took it made it look like it was 10 stories high. Still cool. We should be coming up to the lake soon, which is the big payoff for this trail. Otherwise, the trail's pretty uneventful. Pretty though, because you're walking along a creek the entire time. Made it to the lake. Way back there. I think there's a way to get closer. Go around, but I don't know. I don't think I need to do that today. Right across this little bridge is Jim Thorpe Camping Resort. So can't go any further. Trail I'm on is that way. There's a little bridge here, but I can't go any further from here. Get in, pack it out. It was a nice trail. It was just under 5 miles. Pretty flat, but it was all along a nice creek. The lake was the big payoff, but I don't know. I didn't feel like I got really close to it. I think there was another trail that I could have picked up that went closer to the lake. Where to next? That is a great question. I think this is a good spot to eat some lunch. Take a little breather. I never ate my leftovers last night. I forgot to eat dinner. The s'mores was my dinner. Not my proudest moment. My cilantro is looking a little rough, and I don't feel like cutting a jalapeno, so. Alright, it's still too full for burrito. I'm so hungry. It's really good and a little more enjoyable today since it's not a complete mess. I'm gonna start heading south a little bit. I'm gonna drive for a couple of hours and see where I end up. So thank you for watching, especially if you've made it this far. Please consider subscribing, commenting, liking, all those things. Nonetheless, I appreciate you being here and watching. I will see you next time.